Hi Capricorn, welcome to the message you need to hear. Let's see, for March 10th through the 24th. This is the counterpart to, or the follow-up to what they aren't telling you. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Power. Okay, so we could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries. Perhaps you just discovered some unsettling news, or you might feel like your whole life is kind of in upheaval right now. Within like the last 3 to 6 months, there's just been a series of events that have just been, and your life does not look the way it did a year ago. I feel like this is over time. This is like 3 to 6 months. It's been just, it could be something you just found out unsettling, but I feel like this is unsettling events to where nothing, your life, you don't recognize your life right now. All right, Temperance, Strength, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Okay. Getting some water? Okay. Let me pull some cards before I go there. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. That could be Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, or Scorpio, Leo. All right, what's his strength about? Death card, could be Scorpio again. What's his Queen of Pentacles about? Okay. This 6 of Wands about. All right, so I think they might want to tell you, Capricorn, that it hasn't been, this could be you, by the way. Did I say that? This could be you, Capricorn. That it hasn't been working for them for a while, and maybe they feel like the best thing to do is to end it, or that there's been an ending to the solidity and the stable nature of the relationship, and they felt that, at least emotionally for them, they felt disconnected emotionally from this relationship, probably for a while, that things might appear to be stable and strong on the surface, but internally they feel a void, or they feel like they're stuck, and they feel like it's just a role that they're serving in the relationship, but that there's no vitality or romance or passion in the relationship. This is just kind of a very practical alliance almost, and they don't feel that passion or emotional connection. But I think there's an ego involved here, and I think they want you to know that everything's fine, or they want you to see them as strong and capable, and that you're a good problem solver, or they're a good problem solver, or that we can work this out. But they're not connecting to the relationship anymore. I don't think they're feeling the relationship anymore. Either they don't want to be mean, they want to let you down easy, or they need to be seen as the good person in the relationship. They don't want to be bad. They don't want to be a heartbreaker. So, but there is a profound disconnect, and it's like two ships passing in the night. It's just not fulfilling for them anymore. This is 3 of Swords about. Wow, we've got okay, okay. I think this is about them. It's like I think they really do want to let someone down easy, or let you down easy, do the right thing. They've tried to vet the situation and make sure that they're not overreacting, or that they're not just bailing too soon or whatnot. But I really think that this is just not there for them. And this could be them saying they want to stay friends, and I feel like this is about them knowing that they're going to break your heart, or knowing that they feel like it's the right thing to do to end this. Not to break your heart, but to end this. This is 2 of Pentacles about. I don't feel like you need to balance any offers here. What's this? Okay, so I think this is about you making a decision. But it sounds like the decision's already made here. Maybe they're feeling like maybe they're feeling a disconnect because they're thinking that you're kind of controlling, and that you're being stubborn, and you're being obstinate, and they want things to work out, but do they? I feel like this person's really conflicted. Like, they want to be the good person. They want to be the good girl or good guy, but they're not feeling it anymore. I think they want everybody to see that you two are still strong and fine and working it out, but internally they're just not feeling the connection anymore. What's this Page of Cups about? I think you need to actually enact your decision and adjust to your new normal. I think this is about you realizing, having made a decision, realizing that maybe this person is right, or that you don't feel it either, but you just haven't done anything to move on. or move out or move forward with, all right, now that I feel this way, what? Because this is kind of realizing something but then not doing anything about it. And here we've got adjusting to a new normal. It could be that money might play a factor, like you're not able to move out or on just yet. So it could be money. All right, what's this Page of Cups about for? And for this right here, is it that this person wants you to be happy? We got the Strength card twice here, and then we got the Sun. I mean, I feel like this person is really trying to do their level best to make sure that you're happy too. They need to know that you're okay, that you're kind of just keeping to yourself or working on yourself, and you're connecting with friends and grounded and having a good time. Is this somebody that still wants to be friends with you? That still wants to just know that, okay, you get the message that we're not a couple anymore, but I still have friendship feelings for you, and they just want to be your friend. Is that what it is? They need to know that you're okay. Honestly, I feel like they're trying to let you down easy. They want to do the right thing. But there's also, they need people to see them as the good person. There's that little bit of ego too, but they feel like this is just not there anymore. What's this Temperance about? And maybe that's a shock to you. Maybe that's what this is. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, but this has been happening slowly. So that 3 to 6 months that I said could actually be, but it's just a shock. It's like you've kind of known it, like you're looking back on the past now and going, oh yeah, but it's still a shock. It's still shocking. What's this Temperance about? Could be Sagittarius. All right, disconnected and go into your separate corners about this marriage. So, or plans to marry. This could be a break. This could be a separation, trial separation. This could be a break. This could be like, you know what, now is not the right time. It could be a timing issue, or I feel like there's a level of control I'm not comfortable with. We need to take a break. We need to get some distance from this. It could be a trial separation because this is hands off and time to heal and to look at things with balance and compassion, much like this is right here. This right here would be about a relationship in review, to where you're not talking, you're not sharing, you're not communicating, things are not communal, you're on your own, you're out having a good time. I feel like this person wants you to be happy again. It's weird, Capricorn. I don't know. I feel like it's almost like, look, I'm doing this for us, but then are they? Because I think they feel like the stable, solid nature of the relationship died because the emotional connection died. And instead of things being connected, stable, and secure, somebody's being controlling and stuck and stagnant and stubborn. And I think they want things to work out, but then maybe you both know that they won't, or maybe that's what this trial separation is right here, because it's like you're both feeling this ending, but is it going to stay? Is this just about, let's see what happens? But right now it's definitely hands off. It's just about healing and, okay, let's go to our separate corners and we'll see what happens. But we're not going to act as a couple anymore. We're not going to be connected financially as a couple. We're going to do everything separate. And I really hope to hear that you're having a good time and that you're kind of reconnecting emotionally to yourself and with those around you, and that you find your joy. But as far as any kind of reconciliation, I don't know if that's what you're hoping for. If you're not hoping for it, fine. But this, I will say that this doesn't feel final. Even though we got the Death card and the Judgment card here, this still feels temporary. This feels like you two are going to be revisiting each other in the future, even romantically, not to separate per se. I feel like this is about taking time off so that you can have a second chance, about taking time off now so that you didn't run it fully into the ground, so that there is still chance for a second chance. And I know we got the Death card, the Tower, and this, but I don't feel like it's over. It's over for now, but I don't feel like it's over. I'm not pulling that one because I'm going to pull this one. What would Capricorn's ex say to them? They could. What's good? Or this person, let's say that, this love interest for Capricorn, what would they say to them? Cards, please. Whoops. We'll get to those in a minute. Okay, Capricorn. Hello. Stop it. Oh, this is, well, okay, all right, calm down. I always see this, I'm like, yeah, because it feels like uncontrolled isolation. It's not, it's just a warning against it. So this is somebody that's kind of deep in their own feelings, which could be this right here, somebody who's only about their own feelings. But be careful that you don't fall down a rabbit hole with that. So this is about staying connected. Yes, examine those feelings, right? This is the beginning of feeling, connecting, all that. But stay connected to friends and family as well. Don't let your isolation or your very solitary, practical nature right now turn into uncontrolled isolation. I feel like this is just like you both might be working hard to maintain a friendship, but I really feel like they care about your well-being. Huh. Capricorn. Wow, Capricorn, this is saying listen. Perhaps this person felt like they were just being controlled. They weren't being listened to, that their wants and needs weren't honored in the relationship. And if this is going to have a chance, there needs to be listening to what someone wants, not just managing someone or managing what they want. Okay, this also is about being able to go inward and listen. We've got the angel here with that symbol right there. That's probably supposed to be a halo, but we've got this imagery right here as well. So I think this is about going inward and listening and using your intuition while you're in solitude to figure out what you want, figuring out what your decision, what you truly feel is the right thing to do here. We got the strength card twice. So this needs to be a decision of integrity, and you need to really look at what you think the right thing is to do here. I'm just going to say it, but oftentimes with things about pride, that's really a tough call, especially if someone's like, you know what, I really want this to work, but you're just too controlling, or there's just too much day-to-day routine. There's not enough romance and passion and fun. Like, what do we do for fun? And things are just so resolute. Like, they might. So this, in reconnecting with yourself emotionally, or at least opening up that side of yourself, hopefully that's what they're wanting to, comes going in and listening to your intuition, also kind of awakening again inside intuitively. Hold on here, let me flip these over. Okay, so I know you're right, but I need to come to my own conclusions. All right, just gonna say it, Capricorn. This could speak to someone that is always finishing someone else's sentences, or like, kind of hurries them up along in speech, because it's like, just get to what you're gonna say. All right, it's like somebody that doesn't really have any patience for someone else because they already know what the other person is going to say, do, or whatever. And that comes from like the whole being gifted in the management department. But and because of that, if you're all about efficiency, it's really hard to watch somebody mess up or take their time doing something. You're like, would you just get there? But this is somebody that probably didn't feel listened to, valued, or honored, and that's what led to the sort of death of emotions, or the death of the connection in the relationship. And that has kind of made this disconnect in the marriage because someone didn't feel listened to and valued. Our connection still affects me. I'll say, because look, I feel like they still want what's best for you, and I feel like there's still hope, even though there's the death card here. My God, maybe this is about hoping for a transformation, because they feel like the relationship is still pretty solid. If we could just get past this one area. And hopefully this is about a transformation, not just about an ending, because I think they still want you to be happy, and they're hoping that with this time apart, you're going to reconnect emotionally to yourself, to those around you, just find your passion again. So they still care. And I think this is a break for now, but I feel like you two are going to meet again, or you're going to be together again. All right, what else for Capricorn? This could be Taurus, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, so this is about being out and about and social right now, and not. I think this is really talking about you getting out there, you staying social, keeping things fluid, keeping things open, and keeping things fluid. Being social. This really does feel like a trial separation. It feels like, okay, we're going to go out and do the single thing and be unto ourselves, but we're still on each other's radar. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to stop talking because I could go on and on. I hope this was helpful. I'm kind of endeared. I feel like this person really cares about the relationship and you. It just became to the point where it was starting to just be so oppressive, and instead of that turning into a toxic situation, it's almost like they'd rather nip it in the bud and see if there's a chance to reconnect at a later time. All right. I wish you luck with this. I hope it works out. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.